Food is main source to maintain all the biological process in our body. If we take proper food, if we take nutritious food, our body grows well without any disturbance, and our body maintains all the biological process as usually normally. If we do not take proper diet which contains much nutrients in the sense the required amount of nutrients to the body, that means each and every organism has its own specific requirements, food requirements. So in the same manner, what our body requires, so according to that requirements, if we take food, body works as usually, or else it suffers. If it suffers, if it not works properly, you will suffer, isn't it now? So my dear children, do follow healthy food habits. That means eat more vegetables, fruits, fiber rich food items, naturally available food items. um, don't eat much fast food items like pizzas, burgers, fried rice, noodles, ice creams, cool drinks, that means soft drinks, Pepsi, Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola. These are all the foods have more sugars within them. So if you consume more sugars and fats, our digestive system unable to digest it properly. So that it is better to take the food which is naturally available, which has more nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, salts, minerals, vitamins, and so on, etc., etc., etc. You know, two-third of world's population is affected with malnutrition. That means most of the people, two-third of the people are affecting with food-related diseases. Some of them are suffering by consuming more or high calorific food. See, some people are suffering with the lack of food, and some people are suffering with the intaking of high food. So that these two conditions are very dangerous, because these two conditions are not at all balanced. So that definitely in these two conditions our body suffers with the malnutrition. Even if you take more high calories, that also a disease. Why? Because our body did not require that one, no, isn't it now? So that our diet should be according to the requirement of our body. Very less or very high, both conditions are very dangerous. Okay, let us see. Today's topic is malnutrition. So malnutrition means eating of food that does not have one or more than one nutrients in required amounts is known as malnutrition. See here, eating of food. So whatever the food we are eating that does not have one or more than one nutrients, one or more than nutrients. So if these nutrients lacked in our diet, definitely it is a malnutrition. That means our body needs a required amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, salts, minerals, vitamins, etc., etc., etc. Each and every mineral, each and every nutrient is required to the body. So that should be in a required amounts to the body. So if that does not have, that is known as, that is malnutrition. So there are several reasons for malnutrition. So the reasons for malnutrition is willful starvation. Willful starvation means intentionally not taking anything. Okay, so if we starve our body, definitely it leads to malnutrition. And next one, poor health. Some people will have a very poor health, so that those people are also unable to obtain nutrients from the food. And the next one is a lack of awareness about nutritional information. That means, in other words, we can say that illiteracy. They don't have much information about nutrients. So those people, that means illiterate people, are also usually suffers with malnutrition. Next, socio-economic factors. That means it is related to social environment. If the environment is very dirty or unhygienic, those people also suffers with malnutrition, and as well as poor income, very less income. That also affects the health. So that in that condition also leads to malnutrition. And the next one is malnutrition is of three types. That is calorie malnutrition, protein malnutrition. The third one is calorie protein malnutrition. Calorie protein malnutrition. So these three types are the major types of malnutrition. So let us observe the harmful effects of this malnutrition. So the first malnutritious disease is kwashiorkor. See, this disease is caused by the deficiency of proteins. That means if your diet contains less amount of proteins than the requirement of the body, the child suffers with this disease, that is kwashiorkor. So these are the various symptoms of kwashiorkor disease, which is caused by the deficiency of proteins. So the child who is suffering with kwashiorkor disease, usually they'll have these kind of symptoms, that is swollen body parts. So the body parts will be swollen. Why? Because there will be accumulation of water in intracellular spaces. So because of this accumulation of water, generally the body parts will be look like a swollen appearance. Next, very poor muscle development. So because of the accumulation of water only, the body looks like swollen, but the muscle development is very poor. Muscles won't develop because there are no protein. Is it now? Proteins are called as bodybuilders. You know that? So that generally people should have a sufficient amount of proteins, especially children. They should get more proteins in their day-to-day life. So then only your body will grow in a proper manner. So if the child is taking very less amount of proteins, the body growth won't be. So body growth means generally it is due to muscular development. So this deficiency leads to very poor muscle development. Next, swollen legs, fluffy face. Swollen legs. The legs are also will be gives swollen appearance due to accumulation of water. Fluffy face. Face will be round like a moon, and here also water accumulates, so that the face will be gives a swollen appearance. Next, difficult to eat, diarrhea, dry skin. That child not at all interested to eat anything, and the skin will be gives a dry appearance, and the child frequently suffers with diarrhea. So these are all the various symptoms which are happen in kwashiorkor disease. And the next malnutritious disease is marasmus. Marasmus. This disease is caused by the deficiency of proteins and calories, both. Okay. So if the diet does not contain sufficient amounts of calories and proteins, that condition leads to marasmus disease. In this disease, the child looks like very thin and lean when there is an immediate pregnancy, or so the symptoms are lean, weak, swelling in joints of limbs. So limbs means hands and legs. The hands and legs are very thin, very lean, and at the joint areas there will be some swellings due to accumulation of water. And next one is less developed muscles. And here also, just like in kwashiorkor, muscles have very poor development. So less muscular development. Dry skin, diarrhea. So the same condition, just like kwashiorkor. The skin gives a dry appearance and frequently suffers with diarrhea. So whatever the diet we are taking, the diet should have sufficient amount of calories and proteins. And the next disease is caused by overeating, excessive intake of calories. Some people will have a habit of eating, continuous eating. So generally, if eating excessive food is also a kind of disease, you know that is obesity. Let us see that. Disease is due to intake of excessive food or intake of high calorific food. If you take more calories, that leads to obesity. Obesity is a big health hazard nowadays. If the children grows big, those people are more prone to kidney disease, heart problems, blockage of coronary artery, and gallbladder problems. These are all will affect one by one. Moreover, diabetes. So these are all diseases are more prone to obese people. So that better to have a required amount of calories in your diet, not more than that. So don't have junk foods and soft drinks and fast foods which leads to obesity. Better to far away from that. So my dear children, all of you please try to have a nutritious diet, that means which contains sufficient amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, vitamins, etc, etc, etc. So please don't go with some other junk foods. So by eating nutritious food, stay healthy. You know that health is wealth. Okay, my dear children, if you have any doubts and questions regarding this one, please write them in the comments box. And if you do not subscribe still now, please subscribe and get all the lessons. Again, we will be back with a new topic in the next class. Okay, children, bye.